Okay, good morning students. In the previous class, we have shown how to find the instantaneous centers of any mechanism. So the instantaneous centers are calculated by using the formula n is equal to capital N is equal to small n into n minus 1 upon 2. So for a 4-bar mechanism, the number of instantaneous centers will be 6. Small n is 4. So 4 into 4 minus 1 upon 2 is 6. So we have to find out 6 instantaneous centers always at the beginning of the problem. Now you can see the space diagram, figure 1.1. So the given figure is drawn by us. It is actually not given in the question paper. It is given fixed length KD is equal to 4 meters and driving length KB is equal to 1.5 meters. So when it is given in meters, we have to take some scale. So the figure 1.1 is drawn to scale 1:100. That means 1 centimeter on the drawing represents 1 meter actually. So 1.5 meters is the length of AB. So how many centimeters you will draw that figure? 1.5 centimeters. 1.5 meters means 1.5 centimeters. So directly the given problem is converted into centimeters. So the scale will become 1:100. So once you draw the figure 1.1, you try to locate the instantaneous centers. So locating the instantaneous centers I12 and I14 is very easy because A point is I12 and D point is I14. These two are fixed instantaneous centers. Now come to B point and C point. B point is I23 and what is the C point? I34. So this B and C are pin joints. So these are called permanent instantaneous centers, I23 and I34, B and C. Now only 2 more instantaneous centers are pending. So to get these 2 instantaneous centers, we are using circle diagram method. See the figure 1.2. We have drawn a circle of any diameter. Just because there are 4 links, we have written 1, 2, 3, 4 on the circle. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 1 are joined by dark lines because already I12, I13, I12, I23, I34 and I14 are ready, known to us. So what is pending? I13 and I24. That's why we are drawn with dotted lines. So see this circle diagram. I13 is to be found out. What did Kennedy say? We have to refer the circle diagram, and 1,3 is a common diagonal for triangle 1, 4, 3 and one more triangle 1, 2, 3. It is having a common side 1, 3. So this triangle 1, 3, 4 is telling join 1, 4 and 3, 4. You will get 1, 3. What about the other triangle? Join 1, 2 and 2, 3. You will again get 1, 3. That is the dotted line 1, 3. So first you extend the line 1, 4 and 3, 4. Where is 1, 4? At D point. And what about this 3, 4? It is at C point. Extend the line CD. Just extend it. Next, come to the other triangle. 1, 2 and 2, 3 should be extended. You will get again 1, 3. So where is 1, 2? A is 1, 2 point and B is 2, 3 point. Extend this line AB. This line is extended and CD line is also extended. These two lines meet at the top point, that is I13. So this I13 is instantaneous center of link 3 with respect to 1. I13 and I31 both are equal. So I13 is instantaneous center of link 3 with respect to 1. So this is a very important point because when you want omega 3, I13 is very important. Okay. Now the last instantaneous center I24. See the triangle. 2, 4 is a dotted line. You are having two triangles. I12 and I14. If you join and extend, you will get 2, 4. One more triangle is telling join 2, 3 and 3, 4. Then also you will get 2, 4. Can you see the two triangles? Yes. Now 1, 2 is at A point and 1, 4 is at D point. Extend that line. Come to the second triangle. 2, 3 and 3, 4 should be extended. 2, 3 is at B point and 3, 4 is at C point. Extend this line. These two lines meet at I24. This is the way to find all the 6 instantaneous centers. Okay. Next, we will come to the calculation. I have written very clearly the scale of that figure is 1:100. So any time you measure the dimensions from the figure, you have to multiply with 100. See, suppose you measure in centimeters and multiply with 100, that dimension will also be centimeter. Okay. See the second step. Obtain the instantaneous centers using circle diagram I have written. That procedure you have understood. So where is that I12 at A, I14 at D, I23 is at B and I34 is at C. After drawing the extension of the lines, we are able to get I13. Now please measure that line I13B and I13C. So when you measure that line I13B from the figure, you are getting the distance as 4.4 centimeter. The actual distance is 4.4 centimeter multiplied by 100. That will be the original dimension. But in the figure it is only 4.4 centimeter. Similarly, I13C, it is measured as 2.6 centimeter. The original will be 2.6 into 100. That will be the dimension in the original if you don't take the scale. Got it? Now let us go to the calculation. What is asked in the question paper? It is asked, find the angular velocity of link CD. So link CD means we are talking of link 4. So he is indirectly asking find omega 4. Second question, angular velocity of BC. That means we are talking of link 3. So omega 3 is asked. So usually what we do, after getting omega 2, we will calculate omega 3. After omega 3, we will go to omega 4. This is the usual way. 2, 3, 4. We go in that sequential pattern. Now see the calculation. Link number 2, RPM is given. 25 RPM it is written. So 2 pi n by 60 is the formula. So when you calculate omega 2, you are getting 2.618 radian per second. So what is velocity? Omega into R. So omega is 2.618 and what is the length of the link AB? 1.5 meters. So multiply by scale, you will get centimeters. So the answer is 392.7 centimeter per second. So once you get velocity of B point, it is easy to get velocity of C point because we are coming from A, B and C. Now see the next formula. Omega 3 is equal to VB divided by I13B. And it is also equal to VC divided by I13C. Why it is equal? Because B point and C point both are on link 3. So always you should take I13. What is meaning of I13? Instantaneous center of link 3 with respect to 1. 1 is a fixed link. So it will not have any velocity. So always when you take with respect to a fixed link, you will get absolute velocity. I13B is better. You should not take I23B, something like that. Okay? Always 13, 14 should be taken. See the previous calculation also. VB is equal to omega 2 into I12B we have taken. Because we should always refer to link number 1. So the similar formula we have written here. Omega 3 is VB divided by I13B. So now omega 3, VB is already known. And the dimension of I13B is how much? After measuring from the figure? From the figure it is 4.4 centimeter. But actually how much it will be? 4.4 into 100. You should not forget the scale. Scale is 1:100. So we have multiplied with 4.4 into 100. So the answer is 0.8925 radian per second. That is the first. Omega 3 is ready first. Now go to the next formula. Vc is equal to omega 3 into I13C, because link 3 is having two ends, B and C. Velocity of B point is known. Now velocity of C point can also be known using the same instantaneous center I13. So when you use the formula like this, we are getting Vc is equal to 232.05 centimeter per second. See, always I have measured the dimension and multiply with scale. So you should not forget the scale, because most of the time the figure will not be 1:1. It will be 1:2, 1:10, 1:100, something like that. So I have multiplied with 100. Okay, Vc is ready. Now go to the next slide. Vc is 232.05 centimeter per second. And what is the length of the link CD given? It is already given as 2.5 meters in the problem. So in my figure, it will be 2.5 centimeter. If you multiply with scale, then only you will get the original dimension. So omega 4 is Vc divided by I14C. How did you write this formula? Link 4 is having two ends, C point and D point. So you can write the formula omega 4 is equal to Vc divided by I14C, because point C is also on link 4. Earlier it was on point link 3. Now it is on link 4 also. So this formula is allowed. Always you should compare with link 1. So Vc divided by I14C. I14C you need not measure from the figure. Directly it is given in the question paper. 2.5 meters. So 2.5 into 100. Because velocity is centimeter per second, the units of I14C should also be centimeter. Numerator is centimeter per second, denominator should be centimeter. Then only the matching will be there. Then you got the answer 0.928 radian per second. So these are the two questions. Very common way of asking in 4-bar mechanism is always like this. Means angular velocity of link 3 and angular velocity of link 4 will be asked. Sometimes only velocity of link point C and angular velocity of link 3 will be asked. So it's all same. Procedure becomes same. Is it okay? Now we'll go to problem number 2. In problem number 2, which I have taken from one question paper, it is told very clearly, in a 4-bar mechanism, ABCD, AD is a fixed link. What is the length of fixed link AD? 120 mm. So I have drawn the figure to the scale 1:2. 120 mm means I have drawn 60 mm. So crank AB is 30 mm. So in my figure it will be 15 mm. 30 divided by 2, 15 mm. So the crank AB rotates at 100 rpm. That means omega 2 you will find out using 100 rpm. Link CD is 60 mm. Okay, it is oscillating about D point. Correct. Now what about the length of BC? He has given in wordings. BC and AD are of the same length. That means BC is also equal to 120 mm. BC and AD are equal. So this figure is not given in the question paper. You have to read this problem and draw the figure to some suitable scale. Because 1:2 is convenient, I have taken 1:2. Is it okay? So he has told again, find the angular velocity of link CD. That means he is very much interested in omega 4. In the previous problem also, we have done omega 3 and omega 4. Now he is asking only omega 4. See, this is a very simple question. Omega 4 is asked. But we cannot do any shortcut. We have to go to link 2, then go to link 3 and come to link 4. Okay, draw the figure to some scale. So we have drawn 1:2. Angle BAD is given as 60 degrees. You start with link AB, then AD is known to you, 120. I have drawn 60 mm. Then keep the compass at B and draw an arc of 60 mm. Take one more compass, you keep it at D point, and the length of CD is how much? 60. 60 means you take 30. 30 in your compass. These two compass, when you meet an arc, you will get C point. So to draw the space diagram, you should use the compass. Once you draw the space diagram, getting the instantaneous center is very easy. See, now we go to the next slide. Drawing the space diagram, is it any doubts are there? It's very clear, because most of the time figure will not be given. You should understand the question and draw the figure, and it is not very difficult also. Now go to the next slide. What is shown in the next slide? Figure 2.2. The figure is drawn to scale 1:2. Same figure. So AB is 60 degrees to the line AD. It is given in the question paper. And next, BC is link number 3 and CD is link number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So extend this line AB and also the line CD. You will get 1, 3, because you again go back to the circle diagram. To get 1, 3, it is very clearly told I12 and I23 should be extended. Also I14 and I34 should also be extended. When you extend these two lines, you will get I13. So once you get I13, the major problem is already solved. But because we should find out all the instantaneous centers, we are also trying to find out I24. So how to get I24? Extend the line joining I12 and I14. One line. One more line, I23 and I34 should be extended. These two lines, when you extend, you will get I24. So all the 6 instantaneous centers are very clearly available in the figure 2.2. Is it clear now? First find the instantaneous centers. Then you can go for calculation. So what is the calculation? He has asked in the question paper, find omega 4. That is the only question. But directly we cannot write this formula. Omega 4 is equal to Vc divided by I14C. Formula is correct. But if you write this formula, Vc is not readily available with you. So you have to come step by step. From A, you have to go to B. From B, you have to go to C. That is the way you should move in the figure. So what is this omega 2? 2 pi n by 60. N is given. Link 2, because it is crank, usually the RPM of the link 2 will be given in the problem. 2 pi n by 60. You got 10.472 radian per second. Come to the next formula. Vb is equal to omega 2 into I12b. B point is on link 2. So we should always take I12, because when you refer with reference to link 1, you will get absolute velocity. Omega 2 into I12b. I12b is already given in the question paper. It is 30 mm. So we need not again measure. Original dimension itself is given in the question paper. But if you measure from my figure, it will be only 15 mm. I have drawn the figure to the scale 1:2. So the scale is 2. So right now I12b is already given in the question paper. We have taken it as directly 30 mm. The velocity of B point is coming as 314.16 mm per second. Now the next stage. Link 3 is having two ends. One end is B point and another end is C point. So the formula is very nicely written, because B and C are on link 3. Vb divided by I13b is equal to Vc divided by I13c. This is the regular formula. So now Vb is ready. I13b and I13c I have measured from the figure. And why did I multiply with 2 there? See the right side. 153 into 2, 116 into 2. Why did I do that? Because scale is 1:2. Because if you don't take 2, you are not taking the original dimension. You are taking the reduced dimension. So I13C is 232 mm and I13B is 306 mm. So put it in the formula, you will get Vc is equal to 238.18 mm per second. Why did you get the units mm per second? Because the dimensions are in mm. I12B is 30 mm. Is it clear now? Because the dimensions are in mm, the units are also coming mm per second. Now the last calculation, omega 4. This formula we already used earlier also. Omega 4 is equal to Vc divided by I14C. C point is on link 4. So writing this formula is allowed. Omega 4 is equal to Vc divided by I14C. And answer is 3.969 radian per second. Okay, this is the way to solve any 4-bar mechanism. Once you understand 1 or 2 4-bar mechanism, question paper becomes very easy. Okay, now let us take one more example of slider crank mechanism. Now see, problem 4.1 I have put it in this PPT. In an IC engine, the crank is 50 mm. Crank means we are talking of AB is 50 mm and the connecting rod is 200 mm. So connecting rod means link BC 200 mm. The crank makes an angle of 45 degrees with IDC, inner dead center. IDC means inner dead center. So crank AB is making angle 45 degrees with line AC. So this is the way the problem will be given, and we have to draw the figure to some scale. Figure, most of the time figure will not be given. Otherwise, if figure is given, he will write in the question paper as shown in figure. So see the figure, it is already drawn to scale 1:2.5. What is that 1:2.5? 50 mm means I have drawn only 20 mm. 2.5, 50 divided by 2.5, you do it, you will get 20 mm. And similarly, 200 you divide by 2.5, you will get that length of BC to be drawn in this figure. So the space diagram is drawn to the scale 1:2.5. Once you draw the figure to the scale 45 degrees, then take the compass at B point and take the length 200 divided by 2.5 and cut an arc, you will get C point. So once you draw this figure, as usual, 4 instantaneous centers will be readily available. I12 is at A point, I123 is at B point, I34 is at C point. Now only 1,4 it is little difficult. Why? Because what is link 4? Link 4 is a slider. And already I told you in the first class, when the line, straight line is there, it is always having infinite radius. So where is that I14? It is at infinity, perpendicular to the line of sliding. Velocity of link 4 is horizontal. So you have to draw I14 perpendicular to the line joining AC. So you have drawn a perpendicular line. That is called I14. So I14 is at infinity. See, we have written clearly in the figure. So 1, 2 is ready, 2, 3 is ready, 3, 4 is ready, and 1, 4 is also ready. So what is the other 2 instantaneous centers pending? I13 and I24. So as usual, I13 if you want to find, you have to take 2 triangles. 1, 2, 3 is one triangle, 1, 4, 3 is one more triangle. So what this triangle 1, 2, 3 is telling? Join 1, 2 and 2, 3. You will get 1, 3. What is the other triangle telling? Join 1, 4 and 3, 4. You will again get 1, 3. So when you extend this line AB, you are going to get 1, 3. And perpendicular to this line AC, if you draw through C point, you will again get 1, 3. So these 2 lines are meeting on the top at I13. Again, what is that I13? Instantaneous center of link 3 with respect to 1. That is very important because link 3 is rotating about this point, I13. Got it? Now instantaneous centers, all the 6 instantaneous centers are ready. Correct? See that I24. How did you get 24? You have just extended the line BC. C point is I34 and B point is I23. So see the triangle, to get 24, it says extend 2, 3 and 3, 4. You will get 2, 4. One more triangle is telling line joining 1, 2 and 1, 4 will also get 2, 4. So 1, 2 is at A point. 1, 4 is at infinity. So you have drawn a perpendicular line at C point. At A point also you draw perpendicular line, because I14 is at infinity. Parallel to that line you can draw anywhere. You will get I14 at infinity. So the line joining I12 and I4 is vertical line at A, and line joining CB is coming and meeting at I24. So once all the instantaneous centers are ready, you can do any calculation. Okay. Now let us go to the next slide. See the calculation. I24 is ready, I13 is ready. So start with link 2. Omega 2 is equal to 2 pi n by 60. Omega 2 is always calculated using n. N is given in the problem, 1400 rpm. So 2 pi n by 60, 146.607 radian per second. Now come to the original formula. Vb is equal to omega 2 into I12b. Because B is on link 2, we are writing I12b. So once you get Vb in, see, original dimension is I12b is 50 mm. In my figure, if you measure, it will not be 50 mm. It will be 20 mm. I have drawn to the scale 2.5. So 1 is to 2.5 means it is reduced by 2.5. Every time the dimensions are multiplied by 2.5. So 50 mm is the original dimension. Next come to the third formula. Omega 3 is equal to Vb divided by I13b. B point is also on link 3. So you are allowed to write this formula. Vb divided by I13b. So you got the answer 26.41 radian per second. That is one of the questions. Now the last question is find the velocity of slider. So velocity of slider means he is asking what is Vc. C is the slider. So Vc divided by I13c is equal to Vb divided by I13b is equal to omega 3. This formula you know it earlier, because C is also on link 3. One end is B and another end is C. So you are allowed to write this formula. So in this formula everything is known. So Vc is equal to omega 3 into I13c. I mean I13c means the distance I13c. So when you measure from the figure, the distance I13c is 93 mm. You should not write only 93. You should write 93 multiplied by 2.5, because scale is 2.5. So you get the answer 6141.6 mm per second. This is the velocity of slider. If it is rotating anti-clockwise crank, the slider will be going to the left. If the crank is rotating clockwise, the slider will go to the right. This is very clearly known to you from the figure. Is it clear now? So slider crank mechanism and 4-bar mechanism we have solved by using Kennedy's theorem, finding the instantaneous centers and then the usual formula. So how to write the formula you should practice, because I told you always use I12, I13, use I14 like that. You should remember I13, I14. That one is very important. Is it okay? Now velocity of slider is ready. Okay. In the next class we shall try to solve 6-bar mechanism, because once or twice it has come in the exam. That is called toggle mechanism. Is it clear now? Right.